Have you ever been at the end of your rope and felt like you had nothing left? Today's journey into a do not be afraid verse that we're going to take together, we come across someone that is exactly in that space. You see, Elijah has just had this incredible experience where God was having ravens bring him food. Now, how cool would that be? Like birds are bringing you lunch, right? And so the birds are bringing him food, and God tells Elijah, "Hey, I need you to go. I need you to head this direction. You're going to come across this woman." And so he does. He gets up, he leaves that area, and he embarks on this journey. He comes across this widow, and he asks this widow, he says, "Would you please give me some bread to eat? Would you give me a loaf of bread to eat?" And the widow, well, she's in a huge conundrum here because in the ancient Near East, hospitality is a big, massive deal. There's no government program to help out people. When people are in need, the only way for them to get it is really to ask. Or they can go through a field at certain times of the year and pick up what's left over. There's very, very limited access to things. And so this woman actually responds. She says, I'm sorry, but we have nothing left. Like there's no welfare for us. There's no way for us to get more food right now. And so I have a little bit of flour, a little bit of oil. I'm going to make one more loaf of bread for my son and I, and then we're going to die. That's all I have. And so I know what you were expecting, what you need. I don't have what you need. I only have what I have. Now, Elijah, instead of responding, "Oh, I didn't realize you were in so much need," instead of saying, "Oh, let me rally some people around and see if we can take care of you," instead of all sorts of things that like my consciousness would have asked, he responds in a way that challenges me, and I think it'll challenge you too. He says, "Okay, go take that and make me some bread." Like God's asking you to take what you have and give it to me. I know it's it. That's all you've got. That's all you've got to give. But I'm asking you, if you'll just use this, if you'll just step out in faith and use this, let's see what God does with this. So he tests her faith, and maybe most shockingly of everything in this story, she does it. She does it. She goes and she pours out all she has, everything she's got left. And she finds that she can't pour out everything that she's got left. She can't find the end of it because as she pours, she's somehow able to keep pouring. As she scoops flour, she's somehow able to continue to scoop flour. More and more continue to come. And somehow, in some way, by the miracle of God, the little bit she has been exponentially multiplied. And because she went to take care of Elijah first, to follow through with what God asked of her with the little she had, God made sure that she had enough for her and her family and Elijah and anyone else that may come across and ask. You know, there are these moments when we feel we don't have much to offer God. There are these moments where we feel like, even at times, that God, you can't be asking me to do that. I don't have any skills in that area. God, you can't be asking me to volunteer in that way because I know nothing about it. Like, all I am is a body. That's how little I am. Like I fill warm a seat. That's how little I know about trying to help in this situation. Or I don't have the resources. And yet sometimes God asks us something and challenges us to offer it anyway. I mean, when was the last time you felt like you were at the end of your rope, or that you felt completely unqualified for something? Maybe you feel like your resources or your health or your energy, maybe your skills, you don't feel very talented, something just seems to be running really low. Take some time and ask God, God, listen, I know I don't feel like there's much. I don't feel like I have much to give, but if you'll ask this of me, I'll do it. Take some time and ask God, God, what would you have of me? And see what God does with it. Let me pray for you. God, thank you so much that it's not about what we have to offer. It's about your faithfulness and the way you follow through. May we learn to rest and to trust in you every step of our journeys. I pray this in your name. Amen.